So I'm making you a video and I'm seated in my bedroom, and this is my place just behind the camera. I've got my little temple space, my shrine, my altar. Perhaps I'll show you. So I've got the gorgeous stones and books and paintings and precious things people have given to me. So I am making a video to talk to you about, and it's partly why it's great to do it in this room of intimacy, because I wanted to speak to you about union. And I feel that there is such an important piece of union that will be coming through, and our generation, our futures, all of us going into the future, we're learning more about union and what union is. Oh yeah, so that's what I want to talk about. Yeah. So I should got some dolphin music playing as I speak, because I love dolphins, and sounds a bit kind of it can kind of look down a bit, kind of a bit too silly. Some people have said that, reacted to that, I've seen, and judged it myself as well. But the harmony of the dolphins to me is a deep truth of the waters of healing. So when I'm going to a deep space, I often find myself wanting to listen to dolphin sounds, because it's very nurturing to my emotional state. So I want to share with you on this brief video about my union that I have been on a journey with, and it's always been about the internal union. So I was very, very drawn to my inner world as a child, because I was a fairy child, and I spent most of my time outside alone, gallivanting around, whether it be in a big garden or whether it be in a small garden or whether it be in forests or anywhere in the village that I could get my feet on. I just traipse around, and I'd make up worlds as I went. I'd engage with incredible realms, and I went in and out of space and time because I just lose track of time. I see myself in different time frames, and I had all sorts of questions coming up about human life, and it was all very in this beautiful time capsule that I can go back to and really nourish myself from now, because I was a child, I was less conditioned than I might be now, but kind of less mature than I am now. So there's a give and take realm from it. That's the beauty of us living we can choose to live outside of time and space by choosing to go inside and to connect, because it's the internal world is where we'll have the biggest world, because that's where the universe, connection to the universe is, connection to God, our divinity, just literal universe. The tangible expansion is through our heart. So I just made a tea, and I'm so excited to make a video that I didn't finish my tea. So I was drawn to this place which I knew would nourish me. I had difficulties in my childhood emotionally, and I was drawn to going inwards because that was the place where I knew that I would find support. So I was very avid in pursuing time alone through prayer and through reading christening Bible that I was given. I came to view the place of my heart as a very sacred place where I could meet with, whether it be Jesus, whether it be my own face, whether it be beings, animals, creatures, angels. I cultivated a secret place of my heart, and it's something that I've come across again and again and again through my walk, my run, my dance. We have funny words for things, don't we? It's this cultivation of the secret place of the heart, and lots of different spiritual perspectives talk about it, different avenues talk about it, that's the place where you're face to face with your own face to face with the God in you, face to face with the all I am, and you can cultivate. I mean, making an altar is a beautiful thing because it's a real tangible thing you'll see as you're just going around in your mundane life at home, which now that you're at home during COVID, you'll definitely see a lot of your home. So, I mean, make these sacred spaces if that calls to you, because they will anchor part of your being which is outside of mundane things, and it becomes part of the mundane. Then you realize that it's all one, and we don't have to segment spirituality or internal life, but we see that it's exuberant. You can't stop it coming out. It's like a flower, it just is. And we complain that we don't have interaction enough with the divine and we're not walking our miracles. It's because we block them. We choose no, keep that separate, keep that. We might not be conscious of it, but we're doing it. And I know that I do it, and I'm humbled every time because I just judge other people and myself, and I'm like, wow, you know, it all starts with us. So creating in the secret heart place, and this is a place that you can make like with the altar, but you can make it huge, so, or small, and you can make it say, if you think of a beautiful place, it could be for me it's actually, I'm not going to tell you exactly what mine is, but for me it's a structure of some sort, and in these places, they are your safety. This is your safety in your zone, and this is in this place you can have different areas for different things, so that it works in the case of the subconscious, because you can start to place your subconscious, kind of like in Inception. When they create the dream realm, the subconscious will populate it in the appropriate places. In the toilet, there'll be maybe some stuff they don't want to deal with. In the kitchen, there'll be maybe some stuff that they want to consume. You can populate it, and that's what I do. So I have these different spaces that I create architecturally through desire. It was the desire to be in that comfort. And then when I go there, it's always the same, because it's age old, and I realize that it's a doorway. It's beyond my life. It's something else that I'm accessing through the narrow way of my soul and my physical body and my spirit interconnecting. And that's the place where I can go and I can enter into a deep state of prayer, and I can meet face to face with God, and I can feel direct things happening to me that are not based on simply the mind. It's more, it's wholesome. There's something more there, and I can ask questions and I can receive, and this is a place of union. And I want to talk about that as a place of union, because that's true union with ourselves in that place. And there's so much to expound upon there. So let's see what else wants to be spoken out. It's really a place to feel loved. It's really a place to self-nurture you and to see the crevices of your heart where you are desiring so much love and attention. And it's a place to receive. your abundance. It's a place to see who you are and who you think you might be, and who you truly, truly are. It's a place where you can gather and call all other creatures and realms who love you, who want to speak to you and engage with you, and you can gather them there. You can call them in and they will come. And it's a place you can go back to daily. It's a safe place. If you've seen the film The Shack, you know that he goes to meet with the Trinity of God. And he is just so loved, so served, such a state of grace. That is the quality of this place. So it's really about going and receiving, coming into touch with your childlike creativity, that imp-like self that prances around. And that childlikeness is the self that will go there, because this is a pure, innocent radiance of our heart that accepts all things without judging them. Naivety is underrated. It will get us hurt because we're in the world. But that's because we're in the world, not because of naivety being a problem. And the funny thing about naivety is there's a strong, fierce form of wisdom that I think protects people who allow themselves to be open to vulnerability, so that when they are hurt, because it will probably happen, there is an amazing fierce protection for that to be for good. That's what I believe. That's my experience. I'm still very challenged by that. So this is a place you can meet all of your family, your soul family. Most of all the aspects of yourself, which is everything. And from this place, let us pray for an expansion of this wholeness and healing. Not only to ourselves, because we need that first, and once now that we've dwelt in it for a little while, let us expand that healing and that grace, that nectar, out into all others locally, connected to us, and largely afield to the places where those souls truly need this medicine. May our hearts expand this medicine and be the carriers of this divine light, this candle, like, I've forgotten the name of the Nurse Nightingale, the candle in the dark, carrying the candle in the dark. May we be led to carry this candle of our heart into the dark places, into the pain and suffering. May we open our eyes to witness these, even if it's on a screen, and then to witness what we feel internally in prayer, and to go into these places of outstretched mourning and surrender to service to bring the light to these places. May we open ourselves to contemplate that which might be we think is below us or too much for us, but may we open and expand ourselves to see that we are so huge, and we are created to contain any of the pain and the fears that we are really able to resonate with, and to give a nectar and a medicine to these, because they are also us. They are also us. Also, we call all children home, all parts of us, all children in the world. We call all these resonating parts when we do these things. We call them to us, to this secret, intimate, safe place. Where we can dwell and commune as one, and together receive this reunion in our soul, in our home, in the hand of God, in the hand of the universe, the Mother and the Father, and us, the Divine Child. Peace be with you. Amen. Thank you so much for watching and joining me. I appreciate you. Bye.